matter, Charlie?
Charlie, you keep on getting off over his head like that, you're going to end up spoiling him. Maybe we don't phone till tomorrow. Chico, unsaddle and put him up, will you?
Muy bien, senor.
Think you'll be up to it tomorrow, huh? You take it easy, Charlie. Liniment is just inside the tack room.
Oh, it's going to take some doing to break that animal.
He's a beauty, though. He's going to make a fine cutting horse.
Perdóname. Who do I talk to about the job?
I do the hiring. I'm Nick Barkley.
My name is Juan Molina, senor.
Glad to know you. What kind of work you do?
Mostly I am a wrangler.
Mm-hmm. Can you break horses?
A little, senor.
Well, we got about 30 of them we got to iron out. How about that one over there? Like to show me what you can do?
See?
Hank, have Chico saddle up that horse again.
No saddle, please.
What?
Just a hackamore.
Chico! Let this man have a try at that horse. And no saddle, just a hackamore. He's riding him.
He's all yours, amigo. Buena suerte.
Quiet. Quiet. Shh. I'm your friend. Easy, easy. I'm not going to hurt you. Easy. Bueno, caballito. Smell. Smell. Huh? Sí. Sí.
What's he doing?
Looks to me like he's trying to break him Indian style.
Looks like.
Heard about it, never seen it done.
How are you now, my beautiful friend, huh?
How about that? He did it.
Have you ever seen anyone break a horse like that?
Si, señorita. Once. A long time ago. But that man, he is dead now. Or so people say.
Mother, I wish you'd been here earlier. I've never seen anything like it.
What?
Breaking a horse Indian style.
Oh?
Well, now, where'd you ever learn to bust a bronc like that?
From an uncle who learning from the Comanches, senor.
Ah. Oh, Mother. Mother, this is Juan Molino. This is my mother, Miss Barkley.
How do you do, Mr. Molino?
I am honored, senora.
And my sister Audrey.
How do you do? You were wonderful with the horse.
Gracias, señorita. Muchas gracias.
You really missed something, senora.
So I heard. Perhaps you'll give me an opportunity to see you at work some other time.
It will be my privilege, senora.
If you want the job, you got it. It pays 40 in beans. You can start right now, if you like.
Gracias, senora. But first, I must pick up some gear I left in Stockton.
Well, you can start as soon as you get back. How's that?
Muchas gracias.
De nada.
Mucho gusto, señora. Take good care of this horse, amigo.
Muy bien.
Hasta la vista, señorita.
Benito, I'm going to take this to the dressmaker. I'll meet you back here.
Muy bien.
Oh, excuse me, honey. Been shopping, huh? Now, that ain't very polite.
Let's go.
How's about thanking me by having a drink with my friend Heath?
Said, let's go.
We could have a real good time.
The lady alone, senores. Let her go.
You'd better mind your own business.
I am going to tell you only once more. Let... You're forgetting something, senores. Apologize to the señorita. Apologize, senores.
Sorry, miss.
Benito, would you please take this to the dressmakers for me?
Seguro, come on.
Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along.
I'm very happy I was here, señorita.
Apparently, you're as good with the gun as you are with horses.
I much prefer horses, señorita. Now that you're all right, I will...
I'd like to ask a favor of you.
Of course, señorita. Anything.
I have a horse. His name is Ladino. He's a...
Ladino? The one who went wild?
Yes. Well, he was foaled on our ranch, but he got away and ran with a herd of wild horses until my brothers caught him. His bloodline goes back to a horse named Steel Dust.
Steel Dust?
Well, you've heard of him?
Anyone who's heard anything about horses has heard of Steel Dust, señorita.
Well, I want to make Ladino even more famous than Steel Dust. We could start by entering him at the state fair.
We?
Well, that's the favor I was going to ask you. Could you help me break and train him?
Of course, señorita. It's a great honor. But perhaps your brothers...
It's all right with my brothers.
Well, when do we start?
Tomorrow?
Muy bien.
Thank you, Juan.
Thank you, señorita. Just
Hey, you guys leave some of that time for me, huh?
Have a good time, boys. Ay, Chihuahua.
What the devil happened to you?
Look pretty good, huh?
Good, you look beautiful. Hey, they had a bath, too.
No me digas.
Where do I sleep?
Ahí, amigo.
Say, we heard about you stopping those two fellows and bothering Miss Audrey. Benito told us.
They were drunk.
Still, I would like to have seen it. Pow!
How about riding into town with us?
No, gracias. I've done too much riding for one day. As soon as I take care of my horse, I go to sleep.
Going to sleep?
Guy that goes to bed on Saturday night? How do you figure that? I'll see you later.
Take care of the girls for me.
All of them.
Did you see it?
See what?
That scar. The scar on the right cheek.
Well, what about it?
He had one, just like that.
Who?
And he could break in a horse, Indian style. And handle a gun, just like I was a part of himself. It's been 15 years. A man changes. But I know it's him.
Who are you talking about?
Joaquin.
Joaquin?
Joaquin Murrieta.
I thought you'd gone to Stockton with the others.
I came back.
Well, then go to bed.
I came back to talk to you.
What about?
You don't remember me. But I knew you in San Andreas. I worked in the cantina. The first time I saw you was right after those gringos had killed your wife. The night you swore that you would kill them, every man who had touched her. And when gringos hanged your brother, Elena Santos came to live with my sister.
What are you talking about?
You remember Elena. She loved your brother very much. Elena, she still works in San Andreas in the cantina, and...
Look, old man, you've got me mixed up with somebody else. I've never been in San Andreas, and I've never been married, and have no brothers. And I don't know anybody named Elena.
You do not have to worry. The gringos, they will never suspect who you are. They want to believe Joaquin Murrieta is dead.
Joaquin Murrieta?
We have been waiting for you. Hundreds of us. We knew you would come back someday. Hombres from all over, ready to ride with you again.
What's the matter with you, huh? You had too much tequila, huh? Joaquin Murrieta is dead.
No.
He's been dead for many years. The gringos killed him.
You are Joaquin.
Listen to me, old man. You're wrong. I am not Joaquin. Do you understand? Do you? Put out the light.
I brought us some lemonade.
Oh, gracias, señorita.
To you and Ladina.
You were right, señorita. He's a beautiful animal. Watching him, I almost wish we didn't have to take his freedom from him. But then...
Then?
But then I remembered he belongs to you, and what does a lucky horse like that have to complain about? Señorita, soon it'll be El Cinco de Mayo and the big fiesta to celebrate it. Will you be going?
Probably.
Well, then, perhaps I will see you there. And you will do me the honor of having a dance with me.
Are you a good dancer?
Well, I don't like to boast. But,
Well, maybe we could have more than one dance. Shall we get to work?
Sí. Enseguida.
Hi.
Well, look at you.
Heath.
Sorry. Well, he looks like he's been harnessed all of his life.
Whose horse is that?
I don't know. Maybe we better take a look.
Oh, Heath.
Señores, señorita.
Dead. I was coming from the south pasture. I found him like that. His horse must have thrown him.
Heath?
Yeah.
Oh, we better get the wagon, get him on back to town.
A man works for us for 5 years and we know nothing about it.
Here's something. Why do you suppose he's kept this after all these years?
I remember talking to him once about Murrieta. To Benita and a lot of others, Murrieta was a hero, a sort of a Robin Hood, avenging all the wrongs done to himself and his people. And it's a strange thing. Benita never believed it was Murrieta who was killed in Priest Valley.
What do you think?
I don't know. I never gave it enough thought to have an opinion. Well, I'll go up in the attic and see if I can find something to put these things in.
Oh, excuse me, señorita.
Oh, Juan, you don't have to go. Mother and I are just going through Benito's things to see if we can find the name of someone to notify. We found this in his Bible. Seems as though Benito didn't believe Joaquin was ever killed.
Benito was an old man, señorita. And things got mixed up in his head. Joaquin was struck down like an animal. And like an animal, his head was cut off by the gringos and put in display like a trophy of the hunt.
Horrible.
Horrible? Why horrible, señorita? Joaquin was a thief and a killer. No matter that he stole and killed only after the gringos had attacked and murdered his wife. After all, why should Joaquin have had any feelings? He was just another greaser.
Don't use that word.
I am sorry.
Nobody on this ranch is considered any better or worse than anyone else.
Please, accept my apologies.
Good evening, Fred.
Evening, Victoria.
Come in.
I'm sorry to bother you this time of night, but there is something I would like to talk to you about.
Of course, what is it?
That's a telegram Benita sent this morning, addressed to a woman named Elena Santos over in San Andreas. Now, all it says is El Patrio is alive.
El Patrio, the patriot.
Yeah. Mean anything to you?
Well, if I remember correctly, that's what some of Murrieta's friends used to call him. Oh, surely you don't think Murrieta's still alive.
Well, not exactly, but Elena Santos did know Joaquin. She was the girlfriend of Murrieta's brother, Claudio. Until I read this telegram, I had no reason to believe that Benito hadn't been killed in a fall from his horse.
But now you do.
Well, not necessarily, but Doc Morar says he could have been killed by a blow from the butt of a rifle or something like that, so I just thought I ought to have a talk with the vaquero who found Benito's body.
Juan Molina, why?
Well, Victoria, suppose Molina really is Murrieta. He'd want to keep that a secret, wouldn't he?
And you think Juan killed Benito because Benito found out who he was?
It's possible, isn't it?
Oh, now, Fred, aren't you reaching for something way out on the end of a limb?
Nick, there are a lot of important people who don't believe that was really Murrieta that Captain Love and his Rangers killed.
But the state paid Captain Love and his Rangers the reward.
Wells Fargo refused to pay the reward it had posted, and so did most of the other banks. Now, I would like to have a talk with Juan Molina.
All right, come on.
Hey, Molina, we could use some fresh money in this game.
I gave up gambling a long time ago.
Juan.
Si, senor.
Will you step out here a minute, please? Juan Molina? It's Sheriff Madden. He wants to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Name Elena Santos mean anything to you? Benito sent her a telegram telling her that Joaquin Murrieta is alive.
So, what does that have to do with me, senores?
You lived all your life in the galleys, huh?
Si. What are you saying, then? You think I am Joaquin Murrieta?
No, I'm not too sure. I know what the sheriff's saying, Juan.
I want to know why Benito sent this telegram.
Oh, Fred, Benito's an old man. He was imagining things.
Maybe.
Sheriff, to all North Americanos, Joaquin Murrieta was a bandido and a murderer. And that is true. But Why, senores? Huh? What made him what he was? His brother was lynched for a crime he did not commit. His wife was attacked and killed. And not by one man, but by 13 filthy, drunken gringos. Rosita was only 17, senores. And she was so beautiful. But not after those swines were through with her. And then they stomped and beat Joaquin and left him for dead. But he would not die. A bandido, a murderer. He was much more than that to me, senores. He was a man who fought back for himself, for Rosita, for his people. You flatter me if you think I am Joaquin. It is an honor to be mistaken for him. But that is what it is, senores. A mistake. I'm not Joaquin Murrieta.
Supposed to be riding fence today?
Yeah.
Forget it. I want you to pull the Mustangs out of Shadow Canyon.
All right.
Juan Molina will give you a hand.
Molina?
That's right. Something the matter?
Yeah.
Well?
I know why the sheriff was out here last night, Nick. All the men do.
Go on.
Well, I ain't talking for nobody but myself.
Will you get to the point, Hank?
The point is, I think you ought to get rid of him.
Fire him.
Yeah.
What for?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I thought something was funny about Molina right from the start. He stays to himself. He don't talk. He won't go to town.
So what does that prove?
Maybe nothing, maybe a lot. But if the sheriff thinks maybe he's Joaquin Murrieta, that's good enough for me.
Well, it's not good enough for me. And no one, you or anyone else, is going to tell me who I can hire and who I can fire. Now, you get to work.
I'm not going to work with Molina. And I'm not going to live in the same bunkhouse with him. I saw what Murrieta did to some men once up in Spanish Flats. He went kill crazy just like that. And well, it wasn't very pretty, Nick. And the same thing could happen around here.
That is, if he is Murrieta.
I've been with you a long time. But if that guy Molina stays, I go.
Well, looks like I came by just in time to wish you adios. Now you get your gear and get out of here. Oh, and if you bump into anyone else that feels the same way you do, you tell them to come by the house. I got their pay waiting for them, too.
Buenos días, señorita.
Good morning, Juan.
You're not going to ride Ladino this morning, señorita?
No, I have some errands to do in town. I'd like you to drive me. Would you get the buggy, please?
Bien. Señorita, perhaps it would be better if one of the other men would drive it to town.
I asked you.
But there is so much talk.
I know all about the talk. Hank Mitchell has spread most of it out of spite because Nick fired him.
But people believe it.
But then they're fools.
You're not afraid of me, señorita?
Do I have any reason to be?
No.
Then will you get the buggy, please?
Muy bien.
You going to town?
Yes, I've asked Juan to drive me.
Oh?
Yes, I want to show the people in town that we don't believe the suspicion about him. Oh, it is all right, isn't it?
You bet it's all right.
Morning, Victoria.
Sheriff?
Good morning.
Miss Santos, this is Mrs. Barkley and her daughter, Audra. This is Elena Santos, the lady that Benito Flores sent the telegram to. She just got in on the stage from San Andres.
What brings you to Stockton, Miss Santos?
The sheriff.
I sent her a letter, asked her to come over and take a look at that vaquero of yours. I trust that's all right with you?
As a matter of fact, it is not all right with me, Sheriff. However, I can't speak for one. Audra, would you get him, please?
I'm here, senora.
This is the man?
Well, Miss Santos?
No, this man is not Joaquin.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Look at him again.
I do not need to look at him again. I am sure he is not Murieta.
A second ago, you weren't quite so sure.
But I am now.
Juan, would you get the buggy, please?
Victoria, take my advice and get rid of that hombre. Bye.
Mother, Juan isn't Murieta. I know that. But I had a feeling that woman was lying.
So did I, Audra. So did I.
He is Joaquin.
Juan?
Si, senor.
We have about 3 Mustangs need breaking. Think maybe we can get to it tomorrow?
Si, senor.
Here you had another visit from the sheriff yesterday.
He brought a woman called Elena Santos.
Yeah, I know. Audra told me all about it. We'll be going down to Mexico in a few weeks to buy some cattle. Think maybe we can have those broncs ready for the remuda?
Seguro, senor. ¿Cómo no?
We'll be trailing the herd back through your hometown. I always like to stop in the Gallows myself to see a friend of mine. The alcalde, you know.
Si. Luciano Tejada.
Yeah. Fine ranch he has down there. El Rancho Cañada de San Miguel.
San Antonio. So now you started wondering about me, too, eh, senor?
No, just checking.
May I ask a question, senor?
Go ahead.
What if you knew that I was Joaquin Murieta? And what if you knew that for 15 years I had been drifting from one place to another, working as a vaquero, and not wanting anything except to live in peace? If you knew that, senor, what would you do? Would you turn me over to the sheriff? But why, senor? Why would it be so important for you to see me hanged after all these years?
Are you telling me you're Murieta?
No, senor. But now that you've started wondering about me, you won't stop.
Oye, amigo.
Dígame.
There was an hombre here looking for you.
¿Quién?
I never saw him before. He left a note for you on your bunk.
Gracias.
De nada.
This way.
What is that, game?
It's not a game. I am looking into your future.
What does it say?
Cards see you riding at the head of a large band of caballeros. They see you and your men raiding the ranches of the gringos, stealing their cattle and their horses. They see you robbing their banks and their stagecoaches and their trains. The cards see Joaquin Murieta, alive.
The cards are wrong.
You are here.
I am Juan Molina.
And that names mean nothing to the cards. They know the truth. The people know the truth. Go out to the bar. Look into the eyes of the young hombres. Walk the streets, Joaquin. See how the people stare. They know. El Patrio is alive. Benito said it. And somebody hurt him and that made it true. You cannot change that. It is Ado.
I don't believe in fate. Put your cards away, señorita. Joaquin is dead.
Hasta luego, Joaquin.
No.
Well? He will be back. You will ride with him. You and many more.
Hold it. We've been waiting for you. He and my friend are going to take you somewhere and learn you some manners. Now get down from that horse. Comprende? Sure you do. Last time we met, you talked pretty good.
Yeah, and just in case them stories we've been hearing about you are true, we're gonna drop your head off right in front of the sheriff's office.
Now get out.
What do you want?
Do you know why the sheriff is here?
Yes.
The man with him is lying, señorita. I would be hanged. I will be hanged unless you help me.
How?
Tell the sheriff I didn't kill the man. Tell him I couldn't have killed him. So it will be your word against that homeless. And you will be the one the sheriff will believe.
I don't understand. How could I tell the sheriff that you...
Señorita, you could tell him that after you came to your room tonight, you slipped out to meet me. Why don't you say that we were together until a few minutes ago?
You're not serious.
Señorita, please.
No.
My life is at stake.
No.
Why, señorita? Because the reputation of a fine Anglo lady like yourself is more important than the life of a mestizo like myself.
I wouldn't tell such a story for anybody. Anybody!
So tell your brother to stop wondering about me. I am Joaquin.
Morning, Heath. Good morning, Harry. You're putting on weight. Morning, Mr. Coggins. I am remembering the name right. It is Coggins.
Yeah.
You know, my brothers and I, we've been looking all over town for you. I guess I just happened to be the lucky one. Funny thing happened last night. We were out hunting all over the ranch for Molina, or Marietta, or whoever he is. He was right there in the house having a little talk with my sister. Oh, maybe you remember Audra. Audra says Molina claims he killed your friend in self-defense.
Well, he's a liar.
Now, look, Heath, I don't want you breaking up the...
Now, Harry, this should cover all the damages.
I'm warning you, mister. You better leave me alone.
Again, you better give me the truth.
So the gringo has admitted he lied. What interest is that to me?
Well, I was hoping you'd know where Molina is.
Why should I know? That hombre means nothing to me.
Well, if you happen to see him, would you tell him he's in the clear?
If I see him. Joaquin, one of the Barkleys, the one called Heath, was here looking for you.
What did he want?
He works with the sheriff. So do his brothers. He said he wants to be watching up front when they hang you. Everybody in Stockton is laughing at them, and they intend to make you pay for it. It is true. They want to see your head in a jar. Juan, they say you are Joaquin Murrieta.
How many men will ride with me tonight?
Tonight?
Against the Barkley Rancho. I tell you for the last time, go back to Stockton.
And I answer for the last time que no. I want to pick out some pretty clothes from the wardrobes of the senora and senorita.
No, you're staying here with the horses. The vaqueros were paid today. They will be in town. The Barkleys have much wealth, and that is ours. But we leave the cattle, the horses, except for one, Ladino. And he is mine.
I think she'll be all right for the night. Let's go back to the house.
Molina.
Juan? Molina, listen to me. He's got the truth out of that drifter. You're in the clear. That trick don't work.
Cover me.
Don't be a fool, Molina. Give up. Nick, behind you.
Get him in the house. Senores, don't let them cut off Joaquin's head this time.
Did he die as Joaquin Murrieta?
He just died, Miss Santos.
But he could have been Joaquin.
Meaning he wasn't?
I wanted him to be. And for a little while, he was. Even he believed it.
Why was that so important to you?
So he would help me. So he would help me pay you gringos back for what you did to Claudio, the man I loved.
15 years is a long time to hate.
It is also a long time for a woman to be without the man she loved.
We killed him, Mother. All of us who doubted him.
I know.
And I could have saved him.
Could you? I wonder, Audra. I wonder.
I thought you said they had their medicine squaw with them.
Well, they did have when I seen them. Her and two more squaws. Must split up someplace.
That loses us nearly $500 for her scalp alone.
Not if we go get her. Hutch?
What?
What'd you say these things are for? Some sort of celebration. Supposed to keep away harm.
Don't work so good, do they?
Thank you, Anna.
Howdy, Sam. Hey, good trip?
Simon?
Home place you think it was?
I ain't never seen you all spruced up like this.
Huh?
Look like you're going to a funeral.
Oh, ain't you the comical one, huh?
Smells sober, too. Are you sure you ain't a mirage?
Sam, why don't you just go about your business and don't be bothering us private citizens?
Simon! Simon Carter!
How are you, Miss Barkley?
Oh, it's good to see you.
Thank you. Too. It's, well, been just about a year, I guess, huh?
You look wonderful.
Ah, I feel fine. You too. I haven't had a drink since you left. Well, hardly. I did have a few on, I think, the 4th of July and a couple other of them international holidays. Oh, I put new shade on the wagon.
Well, it looks brand new.
Well, I just got around doing it yesterday, but I remembered that you'd asked for one, you know?
You fixed up a lot of things at the mission. Father Andre wrote and told me. He's very grateful.
So I just figured I'd keep an eye on things out there for you while you was away, you know? Just the stuff for the mission.
Yeah.
Up, son. Hey, see. That thing's heavy. What do you got, medicine in there?
Yes.
Must be lead loose. I didn't know better. I think you got a bunch of awful puny Indians out there.
Tell me about the hunting. Did you have a good season?
Oh, tolerable, Miss Barkley. Tolerable. Well, actually, miserable, to be closer to the truth. I didn't have me but about 2 parties all year.
Oh, I'm sorry, Simon.
Now, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of that hunting and guiding business anyway. There you go. Traipsing around the country, up and down the hills, running after a bunch of mangy animals, shaking your boots out every morning, get the bugs and the lizards out of them.
When did you start carrying all these rifles?
Oh, why don't I just kind of have them around in case, you know? It's... Oh, well, sometimes when you get a bunch of dudes coming in from the east, they want to go hunt or something, they come out here, they don't bring no guns, no nothing with them half the time. Okay? Okay, giddy up, Herman. Whoa, Herman.
Oh, it's always so peaceful here, every year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Huh? What is it, Simon?
Yakkies. I can smell that stinking bear grease they use to keep the bugs off them.
Yakkies?
Sure. Been coming across the border in droves ever since that Senor Diaz took over the Mexican government. Did you read about it in newspapers?
Yes, but I didn't think any of them were in this area.
That's why I brought them extra rifles. Ah! Hey, what'd I tell you? They must have took Father Andre prisoner.
Prisoner? Oh, for heaven's sake, Simon, they're nothing but young girls.
Yankees is Yankees. They're dangerous. Even them little short ones, them papooses.
Oh, Simon. Father Andre.
Victoria, I thought I heard the buckboard.
Simon didn't tell me you were ill.
Oh, I'm not. It's just a touch of lumbago. Such a pleasure to see you, my dear.
It was good to see you, too.
Padre, what are them Yankees doing out there?
I was trying to keep that as a surprise. So I've been going over to their camp, tending the sick. Well, finally, they're coming here. All the chiefs.
The chiefs?
We're going to have a feast. The women are here to prepare it.
But that's wonderful, Father.
Wonderful? What's wonderful?
I have brought the milk of the goat, Father. It will give you strength.
That's very kind of you, my dear. Oh, Siataki, these are my good friends, Victoria Barkley and Simon Carter. Siataki is the tribe's medicine woman.
Father Andre has told us often of his good friends. I will cool the milk.
Padre, are you sure you know what you're doing? Huh? Bringing them Yaqui chiefs here? And then on top of that, that Yaqui medicine woman? Don't you know she's just like waving a lucky rabbit's foot in front of them hostiles? And another thing, anybody with half an eye can see the girl's been... You pardon expression, Miss Barkley, in a family way. And if anything should happen to her...
It's going to happen, Simon. Now, believe me. Come, Victoria, you've had a long trip. Let's have some tea. Oh.
Father.
No, it's nothing.
Here.
Just let me sit here for a minute. Now, don't be alarmed, my dear.
Now, we're going to take you to town so you can see the doctor. Simon, would you fix a place on the buckboard?
There's too much to do. The Yaqui chiefs will be here any moment now. Simon, I tell you, they're peaceful.
Peaceful? Zazu, they're peaceful. That's why the Mexican government put a $200 a head bounty on every one of their scalps. No, the safest thing for you is to get you back on board that stage, Miss Barkley. You'll be a lot better off there. Now, come on, this is no place for a lady. You take my word. We'll get the Padre to the doctor in town there, and then you head on back to your family. Now, I was looking forward to this visit, Miss Barkley. Really, I was. But I certainly ain't going to get no pleasure out of it, knowing that you might get your throat cut any minute. Now, come on. How's Father Andre? You all right?
Now he has a couple of broken ribs. He can't be moved for a few days.
Well, anyway, it's a good thing you got him to see the doctor. One of those ribs, you know, they could punch a lung or something.
That's true. Well, we better be getting back.
Back? Back where?
To the mission, of course.
The mission? Oh, Miss Barkley, you're not going to go back there and be alone with them Yankees.
Why not? Father Andre does.
Now, believe me, Miss Barkley, I know what I'm talking about. I know them Yankees. Me, I went prospecting one time with an old miner friend of mine. He trusted them, too. We let a bunch of them share our campfire one night. As soon as we was bedded down, they jumped us. They tied me up tighter than a tick. And they spent the rest of the night peeling the skin off him alive. Yeah. Come the morning, it was going to be my turn, only I got lucky. I worked myself loose, and I got me out of there.
Well, that's awful, Simon. But the situation is different now.
Them Yankees have hated the white man for 200 years. Now, you think just you doctoring them for a few weeks is going to change all that?
No. But keeping faith with him for a change might help.
No, you got the same dang fool notions you had when I met you a year ago. You know what you're going to do? Huh? You're going to get both of us killed.
Oh, I don't think they'll kill us, Simon. But I certainly don't expect you to take the risk. You just drive me back to the mission.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Come on. Drive you back there and leave you out there by yourself to maybe get your gizzard cut out or something like that, huh? Miss Barkley, how could I do a thing like that? Oh, maybe a year ago I might have been able to do it. I don't... When I first met you, you know, I really didn't like you too much. Now, things are different, and I owe so much to you.
Oh, me? What do you mean?
Well, when you first met me, I was kind of sloppy. I didn't take too much interest in myself. You told me that, remember? And then I used to, I'd be pretty good. I can get a couple of drinks. Oh, not that I couldn't have cut it out myself on my own if I wanted to, you know. It's just that you pestered me into quitting it before I... All right, move over. Go on, get over there. Go on back out to the mission before you pester me half to death. Come on, Hyman, get through.
Found the tracks. 3 squaws. Head for that old mission I was telling you about. How far is it? A couple hours ride. Let's go.
Howdy.
Hey, ain't you, Simon Carter?
That's my handle, yes.
Well, I met you down to the Pecos River last year.
Oh, that big buffalo hunt.
Yeah. These here's my new hunting partner. This here's Mitchler.
Likewise, I'm sure.
And that there's Ruiz.
Buenos dias.
Tardes, senor, sí.
Well, we was just passing and wanted to see if maybe you could spare some water.
Sure, help yourselves right over there.
Take care of it, will you, boys? Are you stopping here?
Oh, just helping out. You know, the Padre's all by himself alone out here.
Kind of lonesome for just one old man, ain't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
You see the horses. Try to get a look inside.
Está bien.
What are you doing around these parts?
We're going after that buffalo herd in Canyon Gap. 3,000 head. Biggest one sighted in years.
You don't say.
Gee, I'm surprised you don't know about it. We catch up with them, we're gonna bag us enough hides to make a couple of thousand apiece.
Zazu. Sure sounds like the old days, don't it?
Hey, it does, don't it? Hey, you ought to come along with us. We could use another gun.
Well, I had to go into town to get my gear.
Oh, wait for you.
Well, now, I don't know about that. What with the Padre being sick and all, you know, maybe I ought to stick around and bring him back from the doctor.
Well, can't somebody else do it for you?
Ain't nobody else, except Mrs. Barkley.
Oh? Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Heard there's some Indian squaws here selling Yaqui bluestone. My partners and me want to buy some.
This is a medical mission. We don't sell anything.
I'm sorry to bother you.
It will make a fine papoose board, will it not?
Very fine.
Perhaps it will carry a great medicine, Chief. One to keep my people safe.
I hope so.
Did you see them?
No. They got to be in that mission somewhere.
All set, Hutch. Well, we better be going. Still wish you'd come along with us. The more hides, the bigger the split. Sure. Hey, I got an idea. Now, we're gonna be traveling slow to keep the horses fed. You know, following them water holes. If you change your mind, you can catch up with them.
Nah, I just might do that.
Good.
Mr. Hutch?
We'll see. Good boy.
Simon, who were those men?
Hunters.
What did they want here?
It's just watering up on the trail of a big buffalo herd.
One of them was carrying a scalp pouch.
So what? Lots of hunters carry them. I got one myself.
I saw him wet it down as if there were scalps in it.
Scalps, land of Goshen. What a notion. You wet down a lot of things. You wet down bacon, hardtack, lots of things other than scalps.
One of them came inside. He asked if there were any Yakis here.
Maybe he's just edgy about
Oh,
them.
no, he wasn't edgy, Simon. I think he was trying to find out if Siataki and her women were here.
Oh, well, what made you think a thing like that? Your woman's injection or something?
Well, he didn't see them, of course.
Well, then what's there to worry about? They're gone, ain't they?
That doesn't mean they won't come back. With the bounty on scalps so high...
Miss Barkley, I told you they're buffalo hunters. I know one of them. I rode with them down the Pecos River country.
Maybe, but I wish we could be sure.
Look, I can't go poking my nose into somebody else's pouch just on account of your woman's intuition. I might get it shot off.
Well, I think we ought to be ready for them just in case.
You mean fought up? Oh, now, look here, Mrs. Barkley. Now, fighting up is hard work. I ain't got
Simon.
the physical stamina.
Simon, how many years has it been since you heard of buffalo this far south?
Now, you just love to pester me, don't you, huh? And you're gonna drive me right into exhaustion. Right downright into downright exhaustion, Miss Barkley.
Never figured the price of that stock didn't include delivery.
Ah, come on, Nick. You're just not much of a horse trader.
Now, Heath, you never figured out either.
Castaloga's not that far away. It's still a bargain.
Packed enough food for 2 days. By that time, you should be there.
I sure hate to leave you, sis. With Jared in Sacramento, Mother at the mission, it's going to be kind of lonely around here.
Wish you weren't going.
We got to pick up that stock.
We'll be back as soon as we can. Say, why don't you go down to the mission with Mother? Then you two can come back together.
That's a good idea. You can catch a train to Kearney and then pick up a stage there.
Better than staying alone. Come on, there's room in the buckboard.
But there's no telegraph office at Sand Hill. They won't know I'm coming.
So what? Surprise them.
I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
That means 15.
That the last of them?
Yeah. Last Mohicans. It was a shame shaking up good wine for no good reason.
Well, there'll be plenty of good reason if those men come back and rush us.
Yeah, that'll be trouble. These barrels of wine get shot up.
Well, I'd rather have them shot up than us. Simon, there are 3 of those men. I'm just trying to cut down the odds. Now, we'll take turns keeping watch. I'll see you at midnight.
Them squaws know we're standing watch.
Oh, no, they're asleep. I didn't want to frighten them.
They try sneaking up on us, they're gonna be in for a dandy surprise, huh?
Oh.
Fool woman. Well, they start peeling our skin off.
They must have got wise. They got that whole place locked up tighter than a drum.
Told you Carter wouldn't believe that buffalo story.
I think we should go get the squash. It does not make no difference.
He's a dead shot. Oh, without cover, he'd cut us down like sheep.
That Yaqui tribe finds them dead chiefs, we'll have more than Carter to worry about. They'll be swarming all over here, killing every white man in sight.
We'll wait. Sooner or later, he'll leave to check out them buffalo.
What makes you so sure?
He's a hunter, ain't he?
Rosie's the one girl for me, so fat, she slips off me knee. When she hits the floor, it ain't there anymore, 'cause her Rosie's a size
43.
Barkley.
Seems to me I've heard that once or twice before. Simon, somehow the goat got up on the roof last night. Would you get her? She needs milking.
Why don't you let one of them squaws go get it done? I ain't too partial to goats.
I told you I don't want them to go outside. Those men might be watching.
All right, I'll see to it as soon as I finish shaving. Whew. Hey, Nanny. Hey, Nanny. Ha, ha. I can hear you and smell you. I can't see you. Hey, Nat. Oh, there you are, huh? How in the name of John Nation did you get up there? You... Oh, what do you think you are, anyway? Mountain goat or something? You got no business being up there. On the roof? Come on, you come on down here with Uncle Simon. Yes. Now, don't you be a nanny. You're comical, huh? Come on along now, Uncle Simon, you hear me? Get your nice, fresh tin can of toy. Oh, man! You ain't getting back! Oh, this is the end. The goat should be pounded at somebody's fireplace! You... Birthday in the morning.
Simon? Theotaki says you fell off the roof.
Ornery Billy Goat tried to butt me up. Miss Barkley! I ain't got any pants on.
Well, are you all right?
Well, I could have killed myself if I fell plumb in a cactus bush and them needles, you know, they could poison you to death.
Well, did you get all the needles out?
Yes, I think so.
Well, let me see.
Miss Barkley, please. Ain't you got no shame at all? Well, my dear Miss Barkley, you just about seen the hand of this boy in your pasture, cousin. No time. Just about no time at all. See how much you put up with around here. Well, them kind of apples.
Oh, Simon. Wake up. Wake up, Simon.
What? What's the matter?
Oh.
Alex,
Get up. The floor is damp.
Them Yankee Chiefs attacking?
Oh, they haven't even arrived yet. You're drunk, that's all.
No, I am not drunk at all.
What would you call it?
Well, I may... Ow! Ooh! Be careful, will you? I'd like to split my head clean open and my...
At the moment, yes.
A man's got a right to have a couple of little drinks if he wants.
No, you haven't. Not while those girls' lives are in danger.
In danger? We've been foughting up here all night. We haven't even seen a little bitty garter snake. Them squaws, them's the ones that's dangerous. All right, what'd you expect, huh? You pester me half to death about them Meiji Indians, make me lose out on a nice buffalo hunt. Anybody get drunk.
Nonsense. You're just using that as an excuse because you want to leave here. You've been doing that all your life. Whenever something comes up you don't want to face, something distasteful, you soak yourself in alcohol.
Oh, is that so, huh? Soak myself in alcohol. Well, just let me tell you something. Yeah, and I suppose I was soaked in alcohol last year when you were stumbling around the desert lost, and I had to come and find you because you was too bullheaded to take my advice, huh? But let me tell you, at that time you was kind of distasteful to me.
Well, I suppose even Beelzebub had good qualities.
Who? Beelzebub who?
The devil.
Oh, look, Miss Barkley, now you got no right to cuss me out.
Simon, I know you're brave, Simon, and I'm grateful you saved my life, very grateful. But you had no business getting drunk when those girls' lives depended on you.
No, the only Business I got is to worry about them sneaky Indians or them smelly goats and any other kind of mangy varmints that might come down the pike. Well, I tell you, I ain't gonna worry about them because nobody worries about me.
That's another one of your excuses. You don't want anybody to worry about you because you don't want to face responsibility. You're too lazy and too selfish. You don't want to give. All you want to do is take. You haven't changed a bit.
Are you quite finished? Well, that's a fine way for you to talk to me. After all I've done to please you. Let me tell you, you pestered me for the last time, Miss Barkley. Yes, you pestered me once too often. Just once too often. Good day to you, Mrs. Victoria Barkley. Herman, us two fellas is going for a little clippity-clop.
They're coming. Hurry. Now remember, don't make a sound and don't come out no matter what you hear. Do you understand?
But if these men are evil, you will be in danger.
It's you they want, not me. Now hurry. What is it?
It is nothing.
Hold it. Right there. What do you want?
Just a little water's all, ma'am.
You got water when you were here before.
Well, water goes quick in this here heat.
I wouldn't try that if I were you. Now you get on your horse and ride out. I said ride out!
We know them squaws is in there. There ain't no sense in trying to keep us out. You only just get hurt.
Chihuahua. The senora, she shot pretty good. I think she mean business with that gun.
Yeah, Hutch. What are we gonna do now? Wait for her to ride out?
Oh, shut up. Probably your fault you got wise and locked the place up anyway.
Don't try covering your tracks with my boots.
Well, you probably said something when you went inside to look around. I want to take them squaws hours ago. So did Ruth. Oh, yeah, so did Ruth.
Bueno, arguing will get us no place.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's ride in, shoot, and take him right now.
Well, now, that ain't gonna get the mission doors open now, is it? Especially her shooting back at us.
You get a better idea?
I will have. All right. We'll ride on back. Before we're doing the shooting, we'll see if she'll listen to a little reason.
That gal ain't gonna listen to no reason.
She don't. There'll be plenty of time to kill her.
Yaki, listen to me. They must not hear, do you understand? No matter how bad the pain is, they must not hear.
I understand.
You hear me? I'm hollering for the last time. You gonna talk or not?
What do you want?
We don't mean no harm to you, lady. All we want's them old dirty squaws. You just send them out and we'll be right on our way.
I'm not sending anybody out. And you better leave before Simon gets back.
Well, Simon ain't coming back. And you know it. He's out chasing buffalo, it ain't there. You gonna send them out?
No, I'm not. And you get out of here.
Just remember, lady, we're trying to make it easy on you. That you're being downright unreasonable. Fuss up, lady. Now, where are them squaws? Where are they?
They're not here.
Take a look around. Now, you ain't going nowhere, are you, lady? And we're gonna find them squaws even if you buried them.
Mother? Mother? Mother!
All right, lady. Now you gonna tell us where them squaws is? Or do I start carving on this pretty little filly of yours?
Oh!
What was that?
Sounds like it's down here.
Maybe you did bury him. Open that up. You lied, old Hutch, didn't you?
All right, hold it right there. Get him up. Whole three of you. You all right, Miss Barkley?
I'm fine.
I'm not hurt, Mother. I don't understand.
I'll explain later. Oh, Simon, I'm so glad you came back.
Oh, well, yeah. I hate to admit it, but you was right about them buffalo. I rode halfway to Canyon Gap. Not a sign of them, but I did see some tracks doubling back. Their tracks. I figured you might need me. Where'd that one come from?
Oh, this is my daughter, Audra.
Hello.
Back with him, sure. You got enough trouble with one female, you gotta team up, ride double saddle to best a man.
Simon, excuse me. There's a baby about to be born.
Oh. Well, they was down there, huh? Am I mother of yours. Ain't there nothing she can do? She's something. She's really something. And so, dear Father, we ask, please, that you help them find some peace, some kindness. They really got it coming to them. Oh, yes, and one more thing. Would you make sure that they know how awful sorry we all are? Amen.
That was very nice, Simon.
Thank you, Miss Barkley. It certainly ain't no match for Father Andre, but I guess it was a halfway decent burial, huh?
Yes. We owe much to your brave heart. When this moon ends, you will come to our camp to become blood brother to our chief. My tribe will be honored to have such a brave Yaqui warrior.
That's a real honor, Mr. Carter. From what I understand, that means they consider you a great hero.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not sure I'm mind that so much, but I sure never figured I'd wind up being a Yaqui.
Neither did I, Simon. Neither did I.